Happy Thursday! Welcome to tonight's Team Zoom. Right before Super Saturday, we have a lot to go over, a lot of things to discuss. So let's dive in. I'm going to click share my screen. Can you guys see my screen okay? Yeah, okay. I know we're all tired. It's that time of year where everybody is ready for bed by 6 o'clock and in our jammies at 5. I get it. All right. All right. Okay. So shout out to Izzy and Taylor who have helped one person already this month, and Megan who has already helped two people this month. Congrats, ladies. Y'all are growing. Y'all are being consistent, and those seeds are growing. So it's funny because I have a lot of people who I've talked to and they're like, "Oh, it's the new year and we think like it's going to be busy." It's actually not the beginning of the new year that's busy. It's actually the end of January because people are kind of recovering from December. So don't take it personal if people are not like coming out of the woodworks right now. Like give them some time, and also like the weather, it's hard. So give them a few weeks if they're not coming around, or if they're not committing yet, don't take it personal. Like they're going to be coming around, but now is the time, especially because February, March, April, May is always our biggest months. So now is the time to show up consistently. Okay. So a little reminder of what we have in January. We have $1 memberships all month long. That's huge. Something I like to say when people ask me like, "Oh, what's this $1 membership?" I just say it's just like a Sam's Club membership fee or Costco or whatever. You pay it once a year and you have the VIP access for the entire year as a VIP with so much at your fingertips. So let them know like the value in that. They save, it's normally $9.95, and they get the retail, or they get the VIP discounts. And then we have the $20 off the Healthy Habits until tomorrow. Okay. So I don't know what else is to come. I really don't. And so yeah, so stay tuned for what is to come. There's a lot of things. So that is good. We're going to see more of that for Super Saturday. So if you are coming and you're meeting us in Dover, Super Saturday, I will let everybody know if there's any changes in anything. But I plan to be there, plan to have everyone there be there at 10, starts at 11 until 2 o'clock. Bring a friend, bring a dish. Okay, no coffee tomorrow. The roads are it's just not worth it for us to meet for an hour. We will get together hopefully on Super Saturday. Everybody cross your fingers and let's manifest it that it's gonna happen. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a great time. We're all gonna show up. So some important updates that you guys need to put in your planners moving forward. These are going to be resources for you. Okay. So if you're like, "Oh, I don't know that much about gut health. Man, I really wish I knew about gut health. I really wish I could talk about gut health and learn about it." Well, here you go. Plexus is providing free training on the 18th, a gut health mastermind. And if you're like, "Oh, I can't make it," I can guarantee it's going to be recorded, but mark your calendar for the 18th at noon Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And usually those are put on by Dr. Hartman. Y'all, I know I always talk about this, but seriously, the trainings that we get, the things that they do for us at no extra cost is incredible. They go out of their way to educate you. They could literally be like, "Here, go sell these products," and that's it, and not train you and not prepare you. But they go out of their way to make sure you are educated, you understand the products, and really feel confident in sharing these products. And then every single month, here moving on, I want you to mark your calendar. Put it at the top of every month. Every Monday at 9 p.m., Plexus is going to be doing opportunity meetings at 9 p.m. Yes, they'll probably be recorded. They're 15 minutes. It's where you're getting a resource that's saying, "This is Plexus, meet Plexus." Okay? So if you're like, "I have somebody who wants to know about Plexus and I don't," well, there you go. You plug them in. And then every Thursday at 9 p.m., again, it'll be recorded. Plexus is doing a 15-minute thing on the products. So it is quick. It's a third-party validation coming straight from the source, and it's a great way for you to plug people in. So you do not have to be the expert. If you're like just getting started, you don't have to explain the products. You can allow other things to do it for you, and you learn along the way. So please do not have the excuse that, "Oh, I don't know about the products," or, "Oh, I don't know about the business." Here you go. There no more excuses. This is the meetings for the rest of the year. Every Monday, every Thursday. Plug your people in. Soon as they join, they need to be plugged into resources. Please, if they are not, you are doing a disservice to them. Okay, we're going to talk about coaching support conversations plus one earnings and convention. So much to talk about. Okay. Izzy, would you mind sharing how your plus one conversation went? If you can't, it's fine. She's probably like, Jess.
So this was the girl that joined me this month. And I sent her after she joined me and said, like, I'm done. I purchased whatever. I immediately go to the board, the getting started board that just created. I think it's also in the Newbies on a Rise page. And I copied the first message, and it talks about plugging her into the VIP page. And I also add in there that I'll plug her into my VIP chat. Um, so so then she responded to that, and then I immediately asked her, so who is your plus one? I also, in that first post or that first text message, it does talk about like the plus one post. That's what's linked right there. So then immediately after, I asked her, like, so who's your plus one? And she was kind of confused at first. That's fine. I figured she probably didn't read the post. So I like told her, somebody to join you on this journey. It's fun, it's easy, whatever. And that's when she was like, oh, I think I'm gonna try to convince my mom to do it. So she hasn't committed yet, but it's still like getting the ball rolling and putting it out there. And I plan on doing that with everybody that I have join me. Any new person, like, that's going to be my question to them after I send them that first message. I'm immediately going to ask, so who's your plus one? So yeah.
Perfect. And that's exactly what it was. It was a simple question. It wasn't you over explaining. It wasn't you diarrhea of the mouth. It was short and simple. And you literally just said it confidently. Short, simple, confident. Okay. And this is what you need to be showing other people. It's not just ending with you, it's your people as well. So if her friend has somebody join her, you're going to teach her, she's going to teach her the same thing. You need to ask
Right.
her who's her plus one, because that's how we duplicate. That's how you build level twos and threes and fours and fives all the way down. Okay.
Right. I also like to, like, because we're using the term plus one, plus one, plus one, like, get that in their brain. Like, I sent her the link about the plus one. I asked her who her plus one is. So like when she has somebody join, hopefully she will be like, okay, who's your plus one? That's gonna be like part of the process. We're gonna like that is the process. That's what you ask. It's a plus one. And that kind of gets everybody like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, kind of thing. I don't know. That's just like my thought on it, but yeah,
Mhm.
hopefully that's how it works.
Exactly. That's how it is. Yep. Okay. So I want to show you guys a conversation that I had yesterday with somebody. Um, This was somebody who was a previous customer, ghosted me completely. So I did a little bit of vision casting in the conversation. So she messaged me and she was like, okay, let me stop dragging my feet. Like, she messaged me, and this was a customer from 2 years ago. She made a post about trying to make more income. And so then I, of course, sent her the Forrest Gump GIF. And we go to the same gym and we're close, but she literally took her products one time, never again, deleted her account. So if you think that you have people who literally buy one time and never again, and like Jules, or people who are higher up and they don't know, you're wrong. Like, I have people who ghost me. I have people who just don't answer me back, all the things. It's still normal. So don't take it personal, because they come back around. Promise you that. So I just started the conversation. Like, I did not, she was the one who started it about Plexus, but then I brought it back and I was like, congrats on the pregnancy. Like, be human. Do not make this transactional. This is not just about her doing Plexus and doing, she's still a human. So then she asked some questions. I didn't do like the whole conversation because it was a lot, and I did a lot of voice messaging. But I allowed the resources to do the talking for me. And I'm trying to move this up. Okay. I did ask her lots of questions, and I did invite her to Super Saturday. Like, she is not a customer anymore, but I just said, you know what? If you really want to catch the vision, how about we come to Super Saturday? And she actually did say somebody else, one of her friends that she works with, because she's a nurse, is just started Plexus. And I figured she was on our team, but she's not. And I was like, does she plan to attend Super Saturday? And her friend is like not doing it for the business whatsoever. So that's why Brooke is talking to me, because I do the business full time. So I invited her to Super Saturday. And then again, like she started talking and I said, I thought I actually did something wrong when you stopped doing the products. And she goes, I don't even know why I stopped. And I was like, haha, you said it. So then I asked a question. So then we kept going and she was asking about the products, like, can she even take them while she's pregnant? Because she's pregnant. So I said, yes, you can do the triplex. That's what I did. Send a resource and do some more talking. So then I told her how much it was. And so then I asked her a personal question, like, what would the income need to be for you to achieve a goal? And what I did was not say, oh, okay, let's do it right now. I casted a vision and I sent a voice message saying, you can work up to this. And I flat out told her, I said, this is not easy. It is simple. If you show up consistently, if you are coachable and you are patient and you really put in the work, you can do this, but it's not going to happen overnight. I was very forward. And I told her, I said, if you want to do this, you can. She's already driven and hardworking. But what is the goal and how can we get there and we can achieve it while you're still working? And I also said, like, you don't have to quit your job. You can work towards it up until you're pregnant and you can have that extra income. And the biggest thing is like you can have options, you can have choices, and that's what people want right now. So I allowed a lot of resources to do the talking, a lot of vision casting, and a lot of choices. I did follow up with her today, and she's still catching up on the videos because she worked. So, but she's not ghosting me, so it's good. Does anybody have questions about that? How that conversation went? No? Okay. All right. So let's
Hey,
talk. Go ahead.
one sec. I did want to say that was kind of how Jess and I conversation went when we had our Zoom meeting over a year ago.
Mhm.
She legit told me like this is something that you can do, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. And clearly it hasn't. It's been a year, and I found I went gold. I think in I don't know March or April, something like that.
Yeah.
But I worked hard at it, and you have to be honest with them. It's something that is going to happen overnight.
Absolutely. Don't sugarcoat it, because if you make it look easy, they're going to assume like, oh, I'm going to do it overnight. And then their expectations are way up here. And then when they don't hit gold in 1 month, they're going to be like, oh, well, I quit. The world is ending. Like, so set those expectations correctly and realistically. Any other questions, comments about that? No. Okay. So let's talk about plus one and making sure that you understand the value in why plus one and what it does for somebody, and you can explain it comfortably. So remember when I said that whenever you are talking to somebody, really focus on like two combos that number one that you love, that you feel comfortable with, something that you can talk about and you're like, yes, I'm going to tell everybody about that. So for me, I'm going to talk about triplex or triplex and trim. Like those are my favorite combos. So I use those two examples for here. So let's talk about the plus one math. So if you were to do the triplex and somebody joins you, you get a business building bonus and then you get the pay points. So what does that look like? The business building bonus, the BBB, is 20% of that PV. The new PV of that is 110, 20% of that is $22. The pay point, we said $2.70. Okay. So 6 points for a level one times that 270 equals $16.20. When somebody has somebody else with the triplex, they're getting 38-ish dollars. Okay. So understand that they're getting a nice little portion of their money back with that. So let's look at a bigger combo. Okay. Here's a bigger value. And this is why I love triplex and trim. I mean, it's more product, it goes a long way, and people are getting back more money, obviously, when they refer that. Okay. So the 20% of the 180 is $36. The pay point around $16. So they're getting back a little over $52, which is amazing. Okay. So make sure you guys understand, like when you're talking to somebody, you're like, well, if you refer them, you're going to have a little portion of your product paid for, and you're have somebody be accountable with you. And that's the best part. Okay. So it's fun. We're making money. And this is exciting. This is simple. This is not hard. Get uncomfortable being and having these conversations. Anybody have questions about this? Okay. So what is a good +1 question? So I made up just a few real quick. All right, Jess, I'm so excited for you to start. Who's your +1 going to be for accountability during this new start? Guys, simple, not diarrhea of the mouth. Simple, simple, simple. One question, one word. You won't die. I promise. I can bet my life you will not die. Another one. Boom, let's go, girly. Okay, so who's going to be your +1? Someone to hold you accountable and get healthy with. Okay. And another one. Congrats. Welcome to Plexus. I'm so excited for you. Since you have a referral link as of right now, who's going to be your +1 that you can start covering your cost of your products? Okay. Make it sound like you. I was coming up with different suggestions on people who I would talk to. So these are just examples, but have that ask ready. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to be. Does anybody have questions with that? No. Okay. All right. So I made a little diagram. I thought this was cute, little +1 stepping stones. And this is how it's going to go. And I want you guys to think of it like this. So it's your first step. It's going to be, okay, I'm going to make that +1 ask for my friend who just signed up. Okay. And then I'm going to give her a resource, whether that be she's like, oh, okay, I have a friend who has whatever condition or whatever. You're going to provide a health and happiness resource, or you're going to provide a triplex video, a resource to do the talking for you. Okay. And you have to remember that the things that you do, they're going to do as well. If you're posting and you're sharing, you're doing videos, they're going to post, they're going to share, and they're going to do videos. If you are not doing those things, they're not going to do those things. Okay. If you're not talking about the business, they're not going to talk about the business. So people are like kids. They're going to do what you do. So do what you want your team to do. Okay. And then next, you're going to build belief in them. Yes, girl, you can do it. You can totally do it. Let's bring your mom, your sister, whoever. Let's do this together. And then you're going to do an action, whether that be a three-way conversation, a phone call, getting together at coffee, but you're literally helping them. You are holding their hand because they don't know how to do this. And it's your job to help them learn along the way. You're doing this with them and it gets easier. And then you're going to teach them the same exact thing. Okay. So they're going to sign up somebody and then you're going to say, congratulations, you just helped one person. This is what you get. But also, did you know when you help 2 more people, you get the first promotion? Is there 2 other people that you have in mind? That's silver. And then it keeps going and going and going. You give them a resource, you build belief in them, and then you get into action with them. Okay. Over and over and over until we die. Anybody have questions? Okay. All right. So let's talk about convention real quick because convention's a big deal and it's after Super Saturday and they're going to be talking about it. Convention is our biggest training of the year this year. It's in Dallas, Texas. I know we've talked about it, but I'm going to talk about it on every single Zoom until y'all show up. I want like 50 people there this year from Delaware. So it's June 17th through the 19th in Dallas, and it's for everyone. Anyone who is serious about their business. Every single person who goes to convention every year is a lifer. That's where your vision is casted. That's where you take your business to the next step. You take this as a priority and not a cute little hobby. And they're gonna give us probably a good deal or something on Super Saturday if you have not already signed up. So that's why there's not a link available yet. But I am still looking at an Airbnb for those of you who want to come and stay with us. We usually get a big house. It's a lot more fun, saves us money. We can all stay together, have a good time, but we're looking about $550 to $650 for the entire stay. And it will be the 16th through the 20th because getting there the day before and staying an extra day after allows us to actually like enjoy our time and not feel rushed because 2 days on it's just not enough. And we're all, moms and we could use it. And people who people who do not go to convention usually don't grow. That's just a fact. And then you guys are already earning towards convention. As soon as you sign up 3 people, you start earning towards these credits. And we have gone over all these things. But you get the VIP experience, you can get a retail therapy, the party, which there's nothing like a Plexus party, like never, ever, ever. You get $400 towards travel, and you get the green room, which I'm excited about. And you have until April to earn these things. And they're double this month. So we should be working our butts off. I know we're so excited for Super Saturday and probably waiting, but talk, get in conversations, invite people to Saturday. And we have all these different ways of earning. You can recruit, retain, duplicate, and grow. Exactly how we run our business. Does anybody have questions about the convention contest? Because it's been out for like a week-ish. And I just want to make sure everybody knows and feels comfortable with it. Yeah? Okay. So you guys are going to be like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay. So a few things I want to end with is you know what to do, period. You have the resources to be successful. You have everything at your fingertips to achieve your goals. There's no reason for you not to achieve your goals. The only thing that holds you back is you and your mindset. You don't need a motivational quote or video. You don't. You need to stop questioning what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You know why? Because I train you and I know what the hell I'm doing. You need to be confident in what you're doing and with your conversations because you all are amazing at this. You just need to understand it. You just need to get over you being scared and just do the things because you're really good at it. You need to write down your goals. If you do not have your goals written down by now for the entire month, I will come knock on your door eventually when I can and smack you. Get uncomfortable and put it into your timeline. Y'all, please, if you do not have your 3-month, 6-month, 9-month goals written down, where the hell do you plan to go? You don't know where you're going. You need to know where you're going. If you don't put an address in your GPS, you don't know where you're going to go, how to get there. So put your goals in your planner. That's your GPS. Write it down realistically. And if you don't know how to get there, you have me or your upline. You need to believe in yourself and know it will happen. If you do not believe in yourself, it will not happen. How do you build your belief? You become confident. How do you become confident? You do it over and over and over. You talk to people, you read the books, you listen to trainings, you get uncomfortable and do the things that you need to do to be successful. Okay, that is all I have for tonight. Does anybody have questions or comments or anything you guys want to talk about? Look at all of my friends on here. Look at you guys. Yay! This is exciting. I'm sweating. Nothing? Okay, guys. All right. Well, I'm excited for Super Saturday and what is to come.